What up, people? My name's Jack. Welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about the video editing freelance success kit that's going to get you guys moving in the right direction. I'm not talking from a hollow place. If you are new to the channel, my name's Jack. I'm an ex-freelancer with 5 years of experience editing content for people on the internet. Also had a clientele in real life. I've touched a lot of different projects, and today we're breaking down a video editing freelance success kit so you can touch a lot of projects yourself. Without further ado, let's waste no time and jump into the video editing freelance success kit with section number one. Section number one is essential tools. If you're going to be a freelance video editor, you obviously have to have some hardware, you have to have some software. Hardware wise, you need a computer. If you don't have the right hardware, this is going to be a challenge for you. I have legitimately, mock me if you will, burst into tears. I had a client that was a new client, so I was still trying to solidify the relationship, and my computer, legitimately, I believe it crashed 18 times. I've got the client bugging me on my phone. I'm 19 years old. I'm trying to establish my clientele. Where's the video? Where's the video? The video keeps getting to 98%, and then the computer crashes. It happened to me legitimately 15, 16, 17, 18 times. On the 18th time, a singular tear trickled down my face, and then in that moment, I knew that I would never deal with bad equipment and bad hardware ever again. I promise you, you need a stable computer or you're gonna be pulling your hair out left, right, and center. Also, software, get yourself a good editor. Premiere Pro is what I use. I also started on Sony Vegas. You can use Final Cut Pro. That's simple stuff. Get yourself a nice, smooth computer. Get yourself a nice editor. Section number 2, building your skills. Building your skills, if I'm honest with you, naturally happens if you're in the game. My first club video, for example, that I filmed was far worse than my 37th club video that I filmed and edited. So you have to understand that natural progression will happen here and you will naturally develop your skills over time. However, you should constantly be, one, looking at the quality of other people, essentially your competition. Follow some editors on Twitter, follow some editors on Instagram, be observing the quality standards. You're seeing new effects, you're seeing quality being improved, and you can obviously take inspiration from that. And also just be constantly putting work into developing your skills through creating new projects. Natural progression kicks in, your muscle memory, you get quicker at editing the same video, and also just be actually educating yourself through new tutorial content, new course content, all that kind of stuff. Plenty of free stuff here on the channel. Also, you can come get some special training in video production. Plus, we're actually working on a live training with a mystery guest who we're bringing onto the channel soon to do a podcast. Join Video Production Plus. So many amazing things happening in there this year. Without further ado, let's jump into number 3, developing a strong portfolio. The days of just sending a link to someone and them hiring you off this one sample of your content are kind of over. Creative services are a diluted commodity. Over the course of the past few years, more and more people have started getting into the creative industry, especially the remote freelance creative services on the internet, and that means that there is a lot of supply. There is still a lot of demand, I can't lie, but the supply is starting to be even with the demand. The best are always going to be getting work, and it's really just the lower tier to mid-tier editors who aren't prioritizing a flashy presentation. If we're talking about developing a strong portfolio, you need to have a quality presentation of your work. Now, there's ways to get around this, which I'll break down in a second, but the foundation is a quality landing page or a quality brand. A brand these days, right, a personal brand could be an Instagram page. For example, my videography work came almost entirely off of Instagram. This is simply a Instagram brand page. These days, you can have a Twitter where you are just approaching clients through your Twitter and you use your Twitter as your portfolio. You need to have some kind of presentation of your work. It's crucial. Could be a landing page, could be a personal brand. There's multiple ways to develop a strong portfolio, but the fundamental core is a quality presentation of your work. But you can also choose a value first strategy. So what you can do is you can take a YouTuber's video, for example, re-edit 15, 30, 40 seconds of it so that they can see a real quality showcase of like what it looked like before, what it looks like after you, and then you can approach them in the DMs. You provided value up front. The leverage is in your hand, so to speak. That's a way you can bypass the strong portfolio because you're providing so much value up front and you're substituting the portfolio with another sample of your work. In fact, potentially a more relevant one. Free work is the core of how you get yourself started in this industry. I did it. Everyone does it. It's actually why traditionally you start this as a passion, and then the passion gives you enough portfolio stuff that you can then leverage it into a career. That's what happened with me. That's what's happened with many others. Number 4, we're talking about marketing your services. Marketing your services is essentially the first introduction to a client. There's many ways you can market your services on the internet. You can use a value first strategy that we just talked about there. Another way to market your services is to go for a quantity approach. approach. You're just going to sign up to Upwork.com or to Freelancer, and essentially you're just going to apply to a bunch of jobs. And eventually one of those clients is going to convert. Awesome. You're going to build your clientele that way. Another quantity method is to send cold emails. For example, target YouTubers. You're going to come onto YouTube. You're going to search for a type of content. You're going to identify a creator that looks like they could benefit from your services. You go to their about section, find their email, you send an email. Maybe if you do that enough times, someone's going to convert. As somebody who is starting an online business or who wants to start an online business, who wants to start building a clientele, you should already have a bunch of ideas of locations where clients are, freelance websites, social media, email. Identify what clients you're targeting. Maybe it's influencers, which means you want to be hitting people through Instagram. You want to be hitting people through Twitter, places where you can get to them. Maybe you want to work for brands, in which case you might start outreaching on LinkedIn. Countless different things. Marketing your services really depends on what stage of the game you are. Do you have no clients, which means you might need to do a value first? Or do you have a bit of a track record that you can kind of leverage, in which case you can push the envelope a bit and maybe go for more of a quantity strategy? And that right there, guys, is actually where I'm going to end it. This is going to be a 2-part YouTube video, just to not blow your head off. And also, shout out to Emil, my editor, not to destroy his head as well. We've now concluded part number 1, and part number 2 is going to be covering pricing, communicating with clients, managing time and productivity, and some special lessons that I probably shouldn't be telling you guys, but I'm going to allow some of the paid content from Video Production Plus to come forth into the next episode right here on the channel. So look out for part number 2. If you don't want to wait till next Tuesday when we upload part number 2, then you should come join us in Video Production Plus. Join the winning team. We are actually doing one-on-one consultations right now. Come in a call with me one-on-one. We can only offer this because the community is small-ish right now. It's going to get bigger over the course of the year. There's going to be less time that I can spend focusing on each individual one of you. So there's crazy value right now if you join VP Plus while we're small. Come join the winning team, guys. Thank you, guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.